If you're learning the generative AI right now, one of the biggest confusion is this. Should I learn RAG? Should I learn agents? Or should I learn fine tuning first? Now, here's the thing that most of you have been going through. See, the problem is not that these topics are hard. The problem is that many learners treat them like the competing trends. Like you have to pick the winning one and hope that you're going to be betting on the right one. Now, let me give you the reframe this entire video is all about. See, the RAG, agents, and fine tuning, they are not competitors. They are here to solve different problem. Now, once you see what problem that each of them is actually solving, the confusion clears up and the right learning order becomes obvious. So let's organize it, guys. First, let's be fair about why this is actually confusing. And it's not your fault. See, every few weeks, a new tutorial or framework becomes popular. 1 week it is RAG, then it is maybe LangGraph agent, OpenAI SDK, Google ADK, something else, then a fine tuning notebook, then a vector database, then an MCP, then a tool calling, then next another agent framework. So learners will start jumping between all of them. Like they'll start picking up the term, you'll start learning those terminology without the decision logic underneath it. So you end up knowing what each thing is called without knowing as when you need to use it. So here's the line that I want you to keep. Without a decision framework, every new tool feels very urgent right now. And that feeling of always being behind, it is actually coming from missing the framework. It is not coming from missing a tool. So let's go ahead and build that decision framework because that is most essential right now. See, here is the mental model. Three approaches, three different jobs. RAG is external knowledge grounding. It gives the system access to the information that it was not trained on, like documents, policies, knowledge base. Agents and tools are action and workflow. That means here they will let the system do the things like calling an API, choose between the tools, follow the multi-step steps. Fine tuning is a behavior adaptation. It changes how the model response, like its style, its format, its specialization. So the one line to memorize is this. RAG gives the system the knowledge. Agent gives the system action. Fine tuning changes the system behavior. And the important thing is these are not mutually exclusive. Like in case of a real system, it often uses two or three of them together. Now each doing its own job. So in a way, they are actually the teammate. They are not rivals competing against each other. Now we have separated it. So let's go ahead and let me recommend you the learning order so that this will fall out naturally. This is the order that I would recommend. First, LLM application basics. Understand how to wrap a model call in a real application. Second, RAG. Ground the system in external knowledge. Third, tool and function calling. Let the model take the single action. Fourth, agent workflows, multi-step decision and the state. Fifth, evaluation and safety, which is woven throughout. And sixth, fine-tuning, where in case if you require, go ahead and do it at a later point in the step 6. So if you notice, the agent is actually coming after RAG and tools, and fine-tuning is coming at the last. Now that is deliberate. See, you don't have to start with the most exciting layer. You need to start with the layer that teaches you how systems work. Now, agents are exciting, but they sit on top of skills that you build earlier. So learn the foundation, and then the exciting layer becomes easy. Now the question is, when do we use RAG? So let's make each of them concrete. Let's start with RAG. You will reach for RAG when the problem is knowledge, specifically when the knowledge changes frequently and when the answers need to be grounded in a source where citation matters. When you are dealing with documents, policies, or knowledge base, that's where RAG is most beneficial. And you will prefer to use RAG when you want to avoid retraining the model every time a fact changes. For example, a policy document or policy document assistant, document Q&A, internal knowledge search, a support assistant that answers from your help center, compliance knowledge that updates often. See, the line is this: use the RAG when the problem is missing or changing knowledge. If the model just doesn't know something or what it needs to know keeps changing, that's the knowledge problem. And RAG would be a right layer to solve it. You don't need to change the model, you just give it the right information at the right time. That's where you would prefer to use this RAG. Now, when would you use agents? See, you will be using this agent and the tools when the problem is action. When the answer is not just enough, the system has to do something. So that is where you will be using the agent. So you will use them when the system must take an action like calling an API, choose between the tools, follow a multi-step workflow, maintain the state across the step, route the decision, or involve the human approval step. To give you an example, a support agent that checks the real order status, a sales assistant that updates a CRM, a workflow automation assistant, a research agent that gathers across the sources, an operations assistant that triggers the step. The line here is this: use the agent when the problem is not just answering, but deciding and acting. And a word of caution over here: agents is going to add power, and more importantly, power comes with complexity. So you'll have more moving parts, more failure mode. Now that's exactly why you actually learn these agent after the RAG, not before. Then fine tuning. When would you use this fine tuning? So this is the one that most misunderstood. You will reach for it when the problem is the behavior. You will use the fine tuning when you need the consistent style, format, or behavior. When you need domain specific response pattern, like for classification or extraction behavior at scale, or when you have many examples of the output that where you want to uh, model against it. That's where you would actually use this fine tuning. Or when you find that the prompt engineering has become too brittle to maintain. So that's where you would prefer to use this fine tuning. But let me give you the clarification here. Fine tuning is usually not the first answer for your changing knowledge. If the problem is that, let's say your information keeps updating often, then if in case you go for this fine tuning, you need to retrain it every single time, then that's gonna be costlier for you. So if the knowledge keeps on changing, then fine tuning is the wrong approach. RAG is usually more appropriate there. Okay, so you have understood about when to use RAG, when to use agent, and when does this fine tuning would make sense. So now that this is clear, let's make this concrete. Okay, let's say you have a customer support assistant. So here, for this customer support assistant, if the question needs to be answered through for based on the policy questions, like what is my refund window, that's a RAG. If it has to answer related to my order status to respond, maybe where is my order, that's your agent with a tool call. If it has to work on the escalation tickets, that's basically your agent workflow with the human in the loop. If you want to have a consistent style, that's where the fine tuning would make sense. If you want to have the reliability, that's where you will be adding the reliability with the help of your evals, logging, traces, and guardrail. See, if you take a look at it for a single use case, it's not one technology, it's the right responsibility attached to right layer. Now that's the shift from picking a trend to designing the system. So what is it that you need to do then? So practically, if you're early or intermediate, here is the path. Learn the LLM application, then learn the RAG deeply, not just the demo, understand retrieval, then proceed with tool calling, the agent workflows, add the evals throughout, and learn the fine tuning after you understand when you actually need it, which is honestly later than most people think. See, the goal is not to collect the trends, the goal is to build the decision making ability. A person who can decide what to use and why is worth more than a person who has touched every framework once. Depth in the right order beats breadth in random one. See, if this video gave you the click that says as, oh, these are three different jobs, not three competing trends, and you want to develop that into a real skill, that's exactly why I created this AI architect system design. Think like a senior engineer inside it. We go deeper into exactly these decisions, that is RAG versus agent versus fine tuning, architectural thinking, trade off, failure mode, system design pattern, all anchored to a case study which you can reason through end to end. It's about thinking through the design before you actually write the code. So if your gap is full structured implementation path, you can also check out our Agentic AI Enterprise Mastery Bootcamp as well. So I've linked both in the description. Choose the one that matches where you are. So here's the whole video in one idea. Do not learn racks, agents, and fine tuning as competing trends. Learn them as responsibilities, knowledge, action, behavior. Once that becomes clear, your Gen AI learning becomes much more structured, much less stressful. The question was never which one is popular. The question is, what is it that your system needs? The architecture needs to start before the framework. So, system ship, demos don't. This is Nachiket Murthy. I'll see you in the next one.